Raju was born in a small, dusty village in rural India, where life was simple but tough. His family lived in a tiny mud hut with no electricity or running water. His father was a poor farmer, and his mother stayed at home taking care of the family. Meals were basic: rice and lentils if they were lucky, and luxuries like shoes, clean clothes, or toys were rare. Raju spent his childhood helping his father in the fields and studying under a tree in the village's only school. But deep inside, Raju was different. He didn't complain about poverty. Instead, he dreamed of something big. While others laughed and played, Raju would sit alone and sketch ideas in the sand. His dream? To build something so great that his name and his village would be known across the country. After finishing high school, Raju decided he wanted to become an engineer. But college was expensive, and his family simply couldn't afford the fees. With great difficulty, his parents sold their only cow, perhaps the most valuable possession they owned, to pay for his admission. On the day he left for the city, his father looked him in the eye and said, "Raju, we believe in you. Don't come back until you succeed." With a broken mobile phone, a small cloth bag, and R500 in his pocket, Raju left his village. He was scared, but more determined than ever. Life in the city was brutal. Raju worked as a waiter at night and attended engineering classes during the day. He often ate just one meal, slept on the floor, and studied under dim streetlights because he couldn't afford rent or proper lighting. For most, such a life would have been impossible. But Raju had a fire within. He believed his current struggle was just a phase, and better days would come. One day during college, Raju noticed a pattern. Vendors and small shopkeepers were losing customers because they couldn't accept digital payments. Most of them didn't know English, couldn't afford expensive POS systems, and were afraid of banking apps. That observation sparked an idea in his mind. What if he could create a simple, user-friendly payment app in regional languages that even the most basic vendor could use? Raju didn't know coding. His English was poor. He had never even used a laptop properly. But he had one thing others didn't: determination. He spent the next 8 months learning coding by watching free YouTube tutorials in Hindi and using public library computers. Slowly, painfully, he developed a basic digital payment app, which he named DreambIg, meaning pay for the people. It was crude and basic, but it worked. It allowed users to scan a QR code and make payments without any complex setup. More importantly, it was available in Hindi and a few other regional languages. With the app ready, Raju began visiting small shops and vendors, requesting them to try DreambIg. Most of them mocked him. Some said, "You're just a kid. Who do you think you are?" Others laughed him away. But a few kind shopkeepers gave him a chance. "Try it for a week," Raju would plead. "If it doesn't help, I won't bother you again." Slowly, word spread. Vendors began noticing that their customers found it easier to pay. Sales improved. DreambIg was working. Just when things were starting to look up, disaster struck. Hackers attacked the app. Several users lost data, and Raju's phone buzzed non-stop with complaints. Panic set in. Investors who had shown interest disappeared overnight. Friends laughed. Critics said, "This is why villagers should stay in villages." Raju was devastated. He almost gave up. But one of his college classmates, a girl who had always believed in his vision, reached out and said, "Let's rebuild it together." With a small team of 3 people working out of a rented room, Raju rewrote the app from scratch. They worked 16-hour days, surviving on instant noodles and black coffee. This time, they added features like enhanced security, offline mode, and support for 10 regional languages. A year later, DreambIg relaunched, and this time, it exploded. Small vendors from all over rural India downloaded it. Farmers used it to pay tractor rental services. Barbers, fruit sellers, even tea stall owners adopted it with ease. The big break came when Raju was invited to pitch his startup on a national investor reality show. Nervous but confident, he took the stage in front of 5 seasoned investors. His English was broken, but his conviction was crystal clear. "You don't have an MBA," one investor said. "You don't even have a proper company structure. Why should we invest in you?" Raju stood tall and said, "Because I don't sell dreams. I solve problems." The audience erupted in applause. That day, Raju secured Rs2 crore in seed funding. From there, gram pay soared. By the time Raju was 26, the company's valuation crossed R75 crore. He moved into a high-rise apartment, employed over 150 people, and opened offices in 3 states. But unlike others, Raju didn't forget his roots. He returned to his village and did what no one expected. He built a modern school with computers and internet, provided scholarships for children, and installed solar panels for electricity in every house. Most importantly, he built a new concrete house for his parents, equipped with running water, a refrigerator, a television, and Wi-Fi. The day he returned to the village, hundreds of people gathered to welcome him. Tears rolled down his father's eyes as he whispered, "You didn't just become a millionaire, Raju. You made us proud." His mother touched his face, smiling without saying a word. That night, under the same sky he used to study beneath, Raju looked up and quietly thanked the universe for giving him a chance. Today, Raju is a speaker at global tech conferences. He's been featured in magazines, won awards, and even met government leaders. But whenever he is asked what made him successful, his answer remains simple. "I was not the smartest. I didn't have money, I didn't speak fluent English. But I had hunger, I had belief, and I never gave up." Raju's story is not just about money. It's about mindset, about turning pain into purpose, rejection into results, and dreams into destiny. So, the next time someone tells you that your background is too humble, or that your dreams are too big, remember Raju, the villager boy who became a millionaire not by luck, but by will.